Hello students, today we are going to start the question number 6 from the exercise number 10.5. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral whose diagonals intersect at a point E. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and the diagonal AC and BD are intersecting at E. And the angle DBC, this angle is 70 degree and angle BAC is 30 degree, and we have to find angle BCD. Also, if AB is equals to BC, we have to find angle ECD also. Now let us start the question. If you see this below this line, we see this is a minor segment and rest of them is a major segment, and we know that angle in this segment are equal. So this angle and this angle will be equal. That is, the angle BDC will be equals to angle BAC, as you know that angles in the same segment are equal. So angle BDC will be equals to 30 degree. Now we'll take the triangle DBC. We know that this angle is 30 degree now. So this angle plus this angle plus this angle is 180 degree, as we know that the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. So angle DBC plus angle BDC plus angle BCD is equals to 180 degree. Angle DBC is 70 degree. Angle BDC we have calculated, that is 30 degree, plus angle BCD is equals to 180. So this becomes 100 plus angle BCD is equals to 180. So angle BCD is equals to 180 minus 100, and angle BCD will be equals to 80 degree. So now let us find the angle ECD. It is given in the question that AB is equals to BC. AB is equals to BC. It is given that these two sides are equal. So this angle and this angle will also be equal. Therefore, angle ACB will be equals to angle BAC. So this angle ACB will also be equals to angle BAC, that is equals to 30 degree. Now this angle and this angle, if we add this angle and this angle, let us see what will happen. That is the angle ACB plus angle ECD, this angle ECD. If we add these two angles, we will get the whole angle, that is BCD. And this angle ACD we have already calculated, that is 30 degree, plus angle ECD is equals to angle BCD, and angle BCD we have already calculated, that is equals to 80 degree. So it will be equals to 80 degree. So angle ECD is equals to 80 minus 30 degree, and that is equals to 50 degrees. So we have calculated the angle BCD, that is equals to 80 degree, and angle ECD, that is equals to 50 degree. Now let us solve the question number 7th of exercise 10.5. If the diagonals of a cyclic quadrilaterals are diameters of the circle through the vertices of the quadrilateral, prove that it is a rectangle. In this question it is given that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and AC and BD are the diagonals as well as the diameter of the circle. So diagonal AC is the diameter of the circle, and we know that the diameter of a circle divides the circle into two equal parts, that is semicircle. So since AC is the diameter, so it will cut into two equal parts. So it is semicircle, and we know that angle in a semicircle, these are the angles in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So therefore, angle ADC is equals to angle ABC is equals to 90 degree, and the reason is the angles in the semicircles is a right angle. Now similarly, diagonal BD is the diameter of circle, and we know that the diameter again divides the circle into two equal parts, that is semicircle. So since BD is the diameter, so it will cut into two equal parts, semicircle. So this angle and this angle will also be 90 degree, as we know that angles in a semicircle is a right angle. Therefore angle BD is the diameter, so therefore angle BAD is equals to angle BCD is equals to 90 degree. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Now from first and second, angle ADC is equals to angle ABC is equals to angle BAD is equals to angle BCD, and that is equals to 90 degree. Since each angle of the quadrilateral is 90 degree, therefore it is a rectangle. So we can say that ABCD is a rectangle. Now let us solve the question number 8 of exercise 10.5. If the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then prove that it is a cyclic. Now in this question it is given that ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC, and we have to prove, and also it is given that AD and BC are equal, and we have to prove that it is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now for proving cyclic quadrilateral, we need to prove that the sum of opposite angle is 180 degree. If we can prove that angle A plus angle C is 180, then we can prove that it is a cyclic quadrilateral. For that we have to do one construction here, and in that construction we have to draw BE parallel to AD. So we write draw BE parallel to AD. Now it is given that ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium. Since ABCD is a trapezium, therefore we can write that AB is parallel to DC, and since AB is parallel to DC, we can also write that AB is parallel to DE. AB is parallel to DE, and in the construction we have written B is parallel to AD. So since this is parallel to this side and this is parallel to this side, since both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, therefore ABED is a parallelogram. And we know that the opposite sides of parallelogram are equal, therefore we can say that AD is equals to BE, and this is AD and B are opposite sides of parallelogram, so they are equal. Also it is given in the question that non-parallel sides are equal, so AD is equals to BC. AD is equals to BC, these are the non-parallel sides. Now since AD is equals to BE and AD is equals to BC, therefore BE is equals to BC. BC. B is equals to BC. Now these two sides are equal, and we know that the angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. So angle opposite is angle 2 and angle C. So angle 2 is equals to angle C. So we'll mark it as number 1. And since we have proved that ABED is a parallelogram, and we know that opposite angles of parallelogram are also equal, therefore we can write here also that is angle A is equals to angle 1. The reason is the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now but angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree. As you can see, they are forming linear pair. Linear pair. Now angle 1 can be replaced by angle A, and angle 2 can be replaced by angle C. Now we have proved that the angle A plus angle C is 180 degree. These are the opposite angles of a quadrilateral. Since opposite angles, the sum of opposite angle of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, therefore ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. The reason is a quadrilateral is a cyclic if a pair of opposite angles, their sum is 180 degree. Now let us solve the question number 9 of exercise 10.5. Two circles intersect at points B and C. Through B, two line segments ABD and PBQ are drawn to intersect the circle at AD and PQ respectively. Prove that angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. These are the two circles. This first circle, second circle, they are intersecting at B and C, and the line segment ABD and PBQ are drawn to intersect the circle at A and D and P and Q. and we have to prove that the angle ACP is equals to this angle. This angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. These two angles we have to prove that they are equal. Now let us solve this. We will be using the property that angles in a same segment are equal. Now if we see the angle 1 is equals to angle ACP. If I join this line, this is one segment, there is a minor segment, and on the major segment, that is angle 1 and angle ACP. These are the two angles are equal because the angles in the same segment are equal. And in the other triangle, if I join this is a minor segment, and on the major segment, angle 2 and angle QCD are formed. So angle 2 is equals to angle QCD, and for both the reason is angles in a same segment are equal. Now we also know that angle 1 and angle 2, there's angle 1 and angle 2, they are vertically opposite angle. They are vertically opposite angle. And angle 1 can be replaced by angle ACP, and angle 2 will be replaced by angle QCD. So therefore angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. The property that we have used here is the angles in the same segment are equal. Now let us solve the question number 10 of exercise 10.5. If circles are drawn taking two sides of a triangle as diameter, prove that the point of intersection of these circles lie on the third side. Now this is a triangle ABC, and taking AB as a diameter, the circle is drawn, and taking AC as diameter, the circle is drawn, and that the point of intersection of this circle is D. So we have to prove that the D lies on BC. For that we are joining AB. Now the angle 1, since you know that AB is a diameter, so it will divide the circle into two equal parts, that is, it will make a semicircle. So, and we know that the angle in a semicircle is a right angle, so therefore angle 1 will be equals to 90 degree, and the reason is angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Now similarly here also AC is diameter, so it will also form semicircle. So this angle 2 will also be equals to 90 degree. For both the reason is angles in a semicircle is a right angle. Now let us add all these two. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 90 plus 90. So therefore angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree. Since it is from the sum of angle 1 and 2 is 180 degree, therefore BDC is a line, and therefore we can say that D lies on BC. D lies on BC. Now let us solve the question number 11th of exercise 10.5. ABC and ADC are the two right triangles with the common hypotenuse AC. Prove that angle CAD is equals to angle CBD. In the question it is given that the triangle ABC is right angle at B, ADC right angle at D, and AC is the common hypotenuse, and we have to prove that this angle CAD and angle CBD both are equal. Now in this we have to do one construction here, and in the construction we have to take AC as diameter, and taking AC as diameter we will draw a circle, will pass through B and D, as we know that the angles in a semicircle is a right angle. So when we are taking AC as diameter, draw a circle, passing through B and D, 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 pass passing through B and D as angle in a semicircle, angles in a semicircle is a right angle, is a right angle. Now in this, it is given in the question that these two triangles are a right angle triangle at B and D. So since we have taken AC as diameter, so this circle will pass through B and D as angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Now this is one segment and the remaining is the another major segment, and in the major segment we will find that the angle CAD and angle CBD, they are on the same segment. So angle CAD will be equals to angle CBD, and the reason is angles in the same segment are equal. Angles in same segment are equal. This is what we have to prove in this question. Now let us solve the question number 12 of exercise 10.5. Prove that a cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle. In the question it is given that ABCD is a cyclic parallelogram and we have to prove that it is a rectangle. So let us start. ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given that it is a cyclic parallelogram, so it is a parallelogram. So we will mark it as number 1. And we know that the opposite angles of a cyclic parallelograms are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So this angle A and angle C will be equal. Angle A will be equals to angle C. Also, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. And we know that the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, this and this, the sum is 180 degree. The reason is the sum of opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. So angle A plus angle C is 180. Therefore, but we know that angle A and angle C are equal. So instead of angle C, we can write angle A is equals to 180 degree. So twice of angle A is equals to 180 degree. So angle A is equals to 180 upon 2. So angle A will be equals to 90 degree. Now from first and second, now in the first equation we have to, it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram and here we have proved one angle equals to 90 degree. So a parallelogram whose one of its angle is 90 degree is a rectangle. Therefore we can say that ABCD is a rectangle. So a parallelogram with one of its angle equals to 90 degree is a rectangle.